Hello and welcome to Something for the Weekend with me, Kathie Griffiths.
Me, Fiona Scott.
And me, Ellis Butcher.
Hello, everybody. Are we ready for the weekend? 3 cheers. Hooray,
Hip,
hooray,
hip.
hooray. Alice is more up for it than the rest of us. So we're all going to be really positive because we don't want any negatives this weekend, and things are shaking up and changing. And hopefully we're going to sort of ease our way out of a lockdown. And I was just wondering, is there anything from lockdown that you would actually like to keep? Fiona, what about you for starters?
Well, you know what? And I don't know why we didn't do this before lockdown, especially as that have a family that stay a distance away. But yeah, we're going to keep the online get-togethers going, the quizzes and the different competitions we've been having, and the dress-ups and things, so we can all get together online on a Friday night. So yeah, I've seen more of my family in the last year, really, than I normally see them in a year, because I'm meeting up with them every Friday night now.
Has anyone had to go doing an escape room online? You know, you all get... I did one with my lot. Escape room. We got stuck on a cruise liner, and all the staff and everyone disappeared, and we had to sort of find our way to get off the ship. Anyway, it was very exciting. It was a bit to doing quizzes, but there you go. You see, you find entertainment where you can get it. I think, for me, the simpler side of life, it's been so nice not having as much traffic around, and I've been getting out and about on more walks and just, enjoying nature and appreciating what you've got on your doorstep. So I'm going to keep doing that. Ellis, dare we ask?
Well, I've not seen as much of my family over the last year, and to be honest, I'd rather keep it that way. And I'm sure that they would as well. I actually like the fact that you are under no obligation to go and see anyone. So actually, you have total justification to being antisocial. So what it means is that I can do my own.
Moving on.
I could
Martin,
do my own thing. I can read my own books, and I don't have to be Zooming anyone apart from the boss.
And us, Ellis, and us.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well, we'll move swiftly on, shall we? So carrying on with our excitement, I've been chatting to a very excited Breege Smith this week about a community project she's been working on with some of the community in Ardhatton. After 4 years of hard work, they finally bought the old school building from Argyll and Bute Council, and this means they can crack on with the project of turning it into a thriving community centre. So here's our chat. Breege, congratulations. You've got the keys to the door and you're not even 21 yet. A few more years to go till you're 21.
Yet. That's, of course, yes. I'm glad we've got audio only on this. How exciting, Kathie. Yes, indeed. We signed for the building on Monday, and yesterday there was about all of the board actually appeared in for a meeting at the school, and it was the first time, of course, that we were going into the school, and it was now in community ownership. The Ardhatton School has been in the community, my goodness, going back to the 1800s, and it's a beautiful building, as you know, and the community, it's a part of that community. And for them to ever conceive that it wouldn't be part of the community, just couldn't be comprehended at all. So delighted, absolutely overjoyed that, yes, the deal was done thanks to Scottish Land Fund for putting up the dosh. We were able to buy the building. So exciting times ahead.
Exciting times. So what happens now? The building's yours. What's next?
It's a bizarre situation to be in, because our focus was to acquire the building, and we've had engagements with the community, what everybody wants. They want a village hall, and basically they just want a space to be able to share events and things and to meet up. But for the last year, we've had very, very little engagement with the community because of COVID. We've had no pop-up tea rooms. We've had no meetings. We've not been able to gather there. So we have been going at high speed, purchasing, filling out the funding application forms, getting all the money in place to buy the building. But for the last 12 months, we've not been speaking with the community about plans for the building. And it's very hard. Like, I'm an optimist with a pessimistic side. So it's very hard to be planning for something that you don't own.
Yes.
Because there's this wee sort of reality check. What if you don't get it? So now this is the really exciting bit. Fortunately, things are beginning to relax with COVID. Tomorrow night, on Thursday, this will be our first AGM as the new organisation, which is the company limited by guarantee that was set up just over 12 months ago. So our first AGM tomorrow night to put the board in place again, to add new members to the board, and then to make plans with the community as to what now they would like to see this school become. Before this, it was a maybe, what if, and oh my goodness, now it's a reality. And we've also had Scottish Land Fund to recruit an experienced project manager and fundraiser. And we're very fortunate. We had some great people put their names forward for the position, and we're delighted to be joined by Jane Isaacson. Many people in the community will know Jane Isaacson as working with Donnelly Castle and Grounds. So she comes with a wealth of experience. And our meeting was with her yesterday to talk about a 10-year plan for the building. Because if we can envisage what we would like to see there in 10 years' time, or what the needs will be, then we can work our way back as to where now we start with those plans, rather than saying, oh, there's a room, oh, we'll put this in here, here's a bill, so we're reacting in the wrong way. So we're going to have the big picture. Let's have a look in 10 years' time, in 5 years' time, what would you like to see? And then, okay, this is how that will happen.
But there is something that's going to happen quite soon, hopefully in May. That means people will be able to go and start enjoying certainly the grounds of the.
Absolutely.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Certainly the grounds. Way back, good grief, it seems like an age ago, we got awarded £10,000 by the Launch Me Fund. That's been administered by the Highlands and Islands Enterprise. And due to COVID, we're now recognising that outdoor dining, outdoor activities is what is being supported. So we have been able to use that money to create an outdoor cafe. So it'll be a takeaway cafe. It's been made locally, especially for us, for this purpose. And it'll have an awning effect. And then there'll be tables dotted around the perimeter, or around the gardens and everything of the school. And you can come along, have a coffee. We've got a cool dude coffee machine being delivered, and have a coffee, have some fantastic home baking, and enjoy it in the grounds of the school. That's getting installed. Oh, good grief, like we're going to get the plinth and everything down for that. And it's going to the walled garden part of the school. And that's a bit that is now completely overgrown with trees and shrubbery. But we've walked the perimeter of it. There's a beautiful old stone wall. And so volunteers are moving in as we speak, and they're starting to clear the grounds and discovering some ancient old fridges, bits of things that have been done the years. So they're clearing the grounds. So a fabulous wooden cafe will be put in there for takeaway and for people to book tables that will be dotted around the school building. That should be up and running by May, June. Let's say we'll be getting in. But you'll see activity happening as and from now.
That's great. Well, that's in my diary. That's in my diary already.
It'll be superb. Come the barista training. The gentleman is coming. He's going to train all the volunteers how to use this machine.
Fantastic. Oh, well, I should look forward to coffee and cake. I never stray too far from an opportunity like that. So, Breach, thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck with the project. And come back again and tell us how it's going on.
Don't you worry back. Thank you very much to the Oban Times for all their support as well. Thank you, Kathie.
It's a pleasure. Bye-bye now.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Okay. So that's good news for people in Ardhatton, and as I can't wait till May when they open that outdoor cafe in the school grounds. They've got a fancy coffee machine coming and coffee and cake. It would be rude to say no, wouldn't it? So yeah, so with goodies on the mind, Easter will soon be here. Easter eggs, anyone? Do you have a favourite brand that makes you hop up and down with excitement, with gastronomical giddiness? Or are you not fussy? Shall we ask Ellis first?
I don't like chocolate.
He doesn't like chocolate.
I am scared of what Ellis is going to say now.
He's just said it. He doesn't like chocolate. It's just no fun. It's no fun. You're serious? Do you not like chocolate at all?
Not at all. No, I'm allergic to it.
You're not.
I am. Seriously, I am.
Is that the cocoa bean in particular?
I don't know what it is, but I just come out in a big fat rash.
A skinny rash.
Sorry, Kathie, I'm that way out today. No, I do love chocolate, actually. I'm a big fan of plain or dark chocolate. That's my one. So I'm just teasing you. I'm just
the
teasing
sinister
you.
side of Ellis Butcher. Dark chocolate.
The darkest chocolate of all.
What about you, Fee?
I'm still reading the notes on this because it says don't name a brand. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to say my favourite Easter egg.
Yeah, I thought that.
Describe it. Let's see if we can guess it without saying what it is.
She just likes chocolate then, doesn't she? If you don't name a brand.
It's egg-shaped and it's chocolatey.
Is it gooey in the middle?
No, not particularly, no.
Mine's got a pint and a half of milk in every bar.
I know what your one is.
Does a gorilla play the drums as well?
It might do.
Whoever came up with the idea of talking about chocolate Easter eggs, Kathie, and then not naming the brand?
I reckon it will have been Stevie who will have said, don't name the brand. Whatever you do,
don't name the brand.
I'm just trying to figure out how to say mine without saying the name of it, because I was going to say mine is a bit crunchy, but then, whoops. Yeah, am I going to get struck off for that now?
I'm sure there's a variety of crunchy type eggs out there.
I like the ones that have got a taste of Eastern promise.
Oh no, I hate that stuff.
Yeah, it's not one that everybody universally likes, is it?
What about the ones that you should only eat after 8?
Tell you what, it's a good job Stevie's not here, because I think we'd all be getting sacked.
Oh dear. So while we're being jolly and uplifted, have you got any music for us, Fee?
I sure have. This is joyous personified, Kathie. You'll love this. This is the Gaelic Gospel Choir Soisgeul. They're going to be doing a virtual music performance on the 23rd to 25th of April. And it's really, they're making a promise to everybody to look forward to singers and audiences getting back together once it's possible. Their festival is going to be called Landul, which means in hope. Yeah, I'm not going to try and pronounce the name of this tune they're going to be doing today. So we'll just have a listen.
fabulous. Fabulous. I'm waving my arms in the air as we speak. I really enjoyed that.
It was a good one, and they do pick you up. I enjoy listening to Soisgeul. So you can go online at www.soisgeul.com. Now, Soisgeul is spelt Soisgeul. So that's www.soisgeul.com. If you go online from the 23rd to 25th of April, you can catch all their workshops, events, and even a online Ceilidh.
Oh, a Ceilidh. Can't wait.
Well, like a Ceilidh.
Isn't there so much musical talent out there?
Honestly, it's amazing. We thought when we first started doing this podcast that we're going to struggle to find music, and it's abundant.
Yeah.
When naughty Facebook lets us play it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I was going to say, what is the requirement? If there is anyone out there that is a music maker, they can't play something that has the copyright by someone else, can they? It has to be original pieces of work if they want to feature in the podcast.
Original or traditional, but saying that, we have permission of all the artists that we play on the podcast. It's some little niggly thing that Facebook has that it takes your music off.
Well, talking of music, people might like to go online and look for Tides. So TIDES, Tides Digital Festival. That's something that's happening on Saturday night, and it's going to be available online to watch for the next sort of month. I think next few weeks or up to a month. And that's about 11 different bands from Argyll and the Cowal Peninsula who, are playing tunes. I think it was filmed at the Borough Hall at Dunoon. And I think there's the Manran. Who is it? Abigail, you had to Abigail Pride. That's it. The Caymans as well. So lots of bands. So check that out. So that's Tides Digital Festival. So that's it for us this week.
No, it isn't.
Why?
Kathie.
Dun, dun, dun.
Scottish word of the week. Excuse me.
It's not on my list, so we're not doing it.
That's all we've got time for. You have created a right Collieshangie, haven't you?
Collieshangie, that's a great sounding word.
Collieshangie. If we don't have Scottish word of the week on our podcast, there will be a tremendous Collieshangie.
Oh, is it a hoo-ha?
Go on, Fee, tell them.
I don't know. Ellis, I never know your Scottish words of the week. I think you're sitting there making them up.
There are several theories regarding the origin of Collieshangie, and no one appears to be certain about any of them. Some have suggested that it comes from the practice of tying a piece of wood, a shangie, to the tail of a dog, a collie, don't tell Stevie, while others have suggested that the word comes from a Gaelic word for hubbub. Definition: squabble, brawl, uproar. Collieshangie. You heard it here first.
Well, there we go. You learn something every day, especially on our Friday podcast.
Especially when Alice is doing the Scottish word of the week.
Exactly. So I think this really is all we have time for this week. As always, we love hearing from you. So get in touch with your news, comments, photos, or even just to say hello by emailing us on somethingfortheweekend@obantimes.co.uk, or you can contact us through Oban Times Facebook or Instagram. Of course, you can read all our stories online at www.obantimes.co.uk, and you can subscribe to our page Turning Digital Edition there as well. So until next time, it's goodbye from me, Kathie Griffiths.
Bye from me, Fiona Scott.
Goodbye from me, Ellis Butcher.
Bye, folks.
Bye.